Hey everyone, welcome to Generation Podcast. Our first segment today is Fix It Felix Future Edition. Today I have Hannah joining me.
That's right, and today Sarah and I hit the streets to ask people what their minor inconveniences are.
And what crazy invention they hope will have 25 years from now to fix them.
We heard a lot of interesting invention names.
Maybe like a no-go or something.
The shoelace bot.
Fruit snapper.
I call it the infinite eraser.
And a lot of normal problems.
When the person you're sleeping with takes way too much covers.
Planning what to eat.
Tying my shoes.
Not having enough food.
Plus at least one not so normal problem.
I wish people would stop walking around here and scaring the squirrels because my dog really needs to catch one because I'm kind of hungry.
You're gonna eat the squirrel?
That's what you do with them, right?
First up, let's start with what we call normal people problems.
Okay, so what are some annoying things about your day that you're like, I just really wish I could get rid of that?
Well, my son would say that I always lose my phone.
Brushing my teeth.
Not dressing appropriately for the weather.
Okay, so what's an invention that can be made for this inconvenience for you in 2050, in 25 years?
I think it's called the mom tracker. I think you're going to be able to talk into your hand, or it's implanted into you so that you never lose your phone.
Toothpaste gum. A piece of gum that has fluoride and everything in it so you don't have to brush your teeth.
Weather in a box. Some kind of weather simulator, some kind of box. And I could check what the weather is physically instead of just seeing a number. So if I get some kind of box or something that I can just walk in, I feel the weather, and it's okay, let me dress appropriately.
And now it's time for host favorites. Let's give them a preview of one we helped name.
I'll listen to music to go to bed, and I wake up, I just can't find that last AirPod. So what we need it needs to be digitalized. You press a button, and it grows legs, and it knows where to go. It walks back to the case.
What's the cool invention name for this? Living mechanical AirPod walker thingy mabob.
The living mechanical AirPod thingy walker mabob.
And with that, let's check out the rest of our host favorites.
What's a minor inconvenience that you have in your day-to-day life?
Is when people at baseball games sing the national anthem at a beat per minute that's too slow.
Probably the fact that people chew so loud, and I have to hear it, and I hate to hear it.
Not having water when going on vacations.
So let's say 25 years from now, you have unlimited team of scientists, all these brilliant minds have been working on this for years. What invention have they come up with to fix your problem? What does it do?
National anthem accelerometer, some sort of AI enforcement mechanism that if they are singing too slow, it will automatically accelerate the pace.
Chew with your mouth closed. A little thing that goes inside your ear that nobody can even see, and you just tap it, and it just silences out the noise of people's chewing.
The moleculizer. All right, so a refilling water bottle that purifies the air molecules, the H2O molecules in the air, and puts it in the drink.
That water bottle idea is so smart. I hope someone can invent that before 2050, though. Hannah, I didn't want to make you feel bad about it because I know you're a little sick right now, but you sound like you could use a drink of water.
Yeah, talking all day with a sinus infection definitely did not do my voice any favors, but hopefully it doesn't take 25 years for me to sound like myself again.
You know, that gives me an idea for Fix It Felix Future Edition.
Ooh?
Okay, for all you scientists out there listening, in 25 years, someone needs to have invented a super-powered lozenge that heals the scratches in your throat or soothes it like honey so you can get your voice back.
That sounds perfect.
Are you feeling a little under the weather and your throat's congested? Did you belt out that Katy Perry song just a little too hard last night at karaoke? Or did you get a little too vocal with the referee at last night's game? And now you've lost your voice, but actually you haven't. With MetaPro's new voice restoration medication called Voice Boxes, you can have yourself sounding back to normal in no time. Voice Boxes are your delicious, over-the-counter juice box refreshments that relax and coat your vocal cords like a supercharged throat lozenge. Just gargle the juice for 30 seconds, then swallow to refresh and clean out those congested or worn vocal cords for a better, fuller-sounding voice.
All better.
That's right, sounding much, much better. This product is coming to drugstores near you in 2050.
Welcome back from the break. Our final segment is Say What You See. I have my next co-host Triston here to introduce the segment. Tell us about it, Triston.
For the better part of this morning, I walked around the streets of Tampa, Florida. I am legally blind, and I wanted to ask people, one, if in about 25 seconds they could describe what they were seeing in the city. I also wanted to ask them what the sensation of sight was like. Now, with that question, a lot of people struggled. So I'm visually impaired. Do you think you could describe to me in about 25 seconds what it's like to see with normal vision?
I don't really know what it's like to see through your eyes, so I wouldn't really have something to compare it to.
Wow, that's a question I'd have to think about for sure.
That's a tough one. I mean, I don't know how I would explain it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm too stupid to explain that. I don't know, you're kind of missing out, dude. I'm sorry.
But some people had some really great and beautiful things to say about sight.
It's comforting, it's soothing, it's just relaxing. Makes me feel good, makes me smile.
Being able to see clean lines and people's expressions.
It's like trying a new food for the first time. It's pleasuring the eyes.
After hearing from so many people, I wanted to give my friend Rashid a call to get his perspective as he is totally blind. Hey Rashid, I was just wondering if I could ask you a couple of questions real quick.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
With you being visually impaired, I've been asking a lot of people around Tampa, how do they see the world? And I want to ask you, even though you are totally blind, how do you see the world without being able to physically see the world?
Some people are very hideous of people who are blind or visually impaired. I have a very positive approach, a very positive mindset towards my vision loss. We are basically like sighted people. We are nothing different than any person who was ever sighted. The only thing that characterize us as being a little different is that we use white canes and that we are either legally blind or totally blind. We can see a little bit or we can't see at all.
Awesome. And how do you navigate and interact with the world?
So I navigate and interact with the world without being able to see, mainly by socializing. I'm a very social person. I love being around people. I have been asked many questions about my vision. The thing is that some people are very afraid and very scared to ask questions. But with my self-advocacy and my willingness to be open to many people, this has helped me and this has helped other people become more familiar with me, know more about me, and to just be more open to me.
All right, Rashid, thank you so much for answering those questions. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
Well, to close off today's episode, what invention do you hope we have 25 years from now, Triston?
Well, being visually impaired, I get a lot of people that try and test to see if I am. So they're like, how many fingers am I holding up? I want a thing in my brain that'll instantly just say oh, they're holding up 5 or 3 fingers.
That's awesome. Thanks for tuning into Generation Podcast. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.